travel. Therefore, every single time I told somebody I was going to Colombia, they were like, oh my gosh, are you sure? Cartagena is one of the more touristy spots in Colombia, and it is considered one of the more safe spots. I felt completely safe about 95% of the time. There was like one instance where we were walking down a street and I was like, maybe we shouldn't be walking down this. But other than that, like I was wearing jewelry, I had my phone out, I had my purse, like I did not feel any threat at all. I didn't take any precautions like I did in some other countries where I was like literally carrying around a locked fanny pack like strapped to me. Also, all of the locals I met were incredibly nice and incredibly helpful, like some of the sweetest people I've ever met. There was a little bit of a language barrier. I'd say about a third of the people we talked to knew and understood.
Okay, I mean, I wonder why I'm hearing this on the speaker. Right. For some weird reasons, I also forgot to like bring myself on stage with StreamYard when I started. Honestly, I thought I did because I kept seeing myself here and I wasn't up there. Okay, I don't just want to change anything. I'm going to go back to
Things, but again, like it was probably like $1 difference.
what was that
With all that,
side. See, the stress of like figuring out speakers is just literally insane. I mean, anything here looks pretty much okay, so if I do this, does it change anything? I think on the loudspeakers I don't know.
walking down a street and I was like, maybe we shouldn't be walking down this. But other than that, like I was wearing jewelry, I had my phone out, I had my purse, like I did not feel any threat at all. I didn't take any precautions like I did in some other countries where I was like literally carrying around a locked fanny pack like strapped to me. Also, all of the locals I met were incredibly nice and incredibly helpful, like some of the sweetest people I've ever met. There was a little bit of a language barrier. I'd say about a third of the people we talked to knew and understood English, but I know like a decent amount of Spanish and I was able to still communicate that way. But I would say anyone who's planning on going, like make sure you know the basics. In Cartagena, there were a lot of people like on the streets trying to sell you things, which could get annoying at
I don't know if
times.
I
Like
can
you're just
speak
walking
without this
along and like
happening to
literally
my
10 people are
section.
coming up to you, like buy my
But
hat,
I
buy my
just
jewelry,
put
buy
that.
this, buy this, buy this.
Oh boy.
But it was really easy to just like keep walking and say no gracias and like continue on. I felt like they weren't like super pushy like they were in
My
Rio. Like we
apologies
kind of
if
just
you
were like
couldn't
no
hear me
gracias and they
like
moved on to the
earlier.
next person.
But not
And
just if
since
you
we were
couldn't hear
American,
me
we did get
earlier.
charged like the tourist price at some vendors and some things. But again,
I mean, if you were just hearing voices in the background, which is a TikTok voice, and I hearing what I was saying afterwards. So I had my speaker plugged in. I had it plugged in because it is, and I can't say that I have it plugged in, but I guess I didn't clear enough, so you can pretty much hear me clear. My apologies. So let's read. Okay, you see, the way you're saying Ketanega is weird. Kategna. Okay. On my way there tomorrow. Homegirl spent. Okay. So what I heard about the alternativeness was probably a long time ago. I mean, but that was like for generally Colombia. This was just a part of Colombia. Okay. No, I can't translate that. I don't know what that is. Almost again simple to just there. Oh gosh, almost kidnapped. That's serious.
be aware of that can keep you safe. One, if you are someone who likes
It's better everywhere, not just in like one country. What you mean? Don't give papaya. 7 here, so there was a level of taxi in any country and to get the price down. I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of things about taxis not being safe and all of that, and then even that spilling over into Uber and Bolt. Again, safety concerns. Would love to chat and your driver's license. My take on safety.
I've been to over 40
So
countries,
this
and
is my
Colombia is the
personal
first one where so many people were like,
isn't
last week,
about the film. I don't know. Mm. What do you mean you got stolen? I mean, yeah, something got stolen from you. Mm. How safe, how smart can you be? Someone's like, as long as you're smart, you will be fine. Before so many things happened to me, I used to think I was smart. Not things intellectual, but physical things, things that you probably didn't even give so much credence to. And I've read lots of like safety concerns to that. People could swear it would never happen to them, but it just caught them by surprise. Again, okay, I think somebody was sharing some. I've read like lots of stories about, even as an individual, having like firearms, having permission to like take guns, but then you are literally like in the face of that life and death situation um that you've gotten like protection from in the first place, where you're actually able to use your firearm, but suddenly something just kicks in. It's your protective instinct. You do not just want to like put yourself in harm's way, even though you realize you're already in harm's way. But I mean, knowing that you're in harm's way without you struggling, you could potentially come out of it alive. But if you struggle, something else could happen. So yeah, of course, self defense and all of that. I am for it. There's stuff that they sell from pepper spray and all, but I don't think that there's anything like you being too cautious for a place that's just terrible. That's just it. And this has nothing to do with Colombia. We're just
in
talking, and I mean,
Cartagena,
I'm making a
which granted
point when I saw
is
somebody saying,
known to
"Oh, you
be
just have to
a
be
safer
smart."
spot in Colombia. But this has all just made me realize how brainwashed we are to think that basically any country that's not the US, Canada, somewhere in Europe or
Okay, somebody was
Australia
saying
is
3 women
just automatically
got
unsafe.
kidnapped.
The
Look
entire
it up
time that
yourself.
I've been in
Safe. I never
Colombia,
said it's
I
safe.
have
This was
felt
just my
so
experience.
completely safe. My
Obviously,
mom and I
anywhere
have
can be
walked
safe.
around the city at
What does
night.
that even mean? Anywhere
There's
can be
been a
safe.
few cat calls, but definitely not as bad as what I've experienced in the United States.
I don't think this is about comparison. This is challenging because are people saying, because you can be saying different things and mean different things. Are people saying that it's okay for us to have some safety issues, or they're saying we recognize that this place is not safe and it's not safe anywhere in the world. So how do we keep ourselves safe? Or I mean, it's okay. We have safety issues. We can still keep ourselves safe, and then that helps the positioning of our product and a couple of other things. So yeah, but basically we're prospecting, honestly. I got this comment to
So I'm
try.
currently traveling Colombia.
It's
I'm in
common
Cali.
sense.
Why are you there? It's dangerous. You're gonna get. And also, I always get asked like, how do I stay safe? Guys, the simple answer I have for that is you just take the same precautions that you would any. Like I'm area. It's like obviously I wouldn't walk around alone in the night. I walk with my phone out too much when it's really busy, stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, obviously Colombia has danger, but everywhere has danger. And I feel like that's how the cartel is driving around doing drive-bys on tourists every day, when actually this is.
I see you, I hear you.
So many people say don't visit Colombia. It's dangerous.
Oh,
We were
sure.
just robbed here in Colombia, and I wanted to share the story that happened to us and hope that I can prevent this from happening to someone else. I don't much, but there are some safety precautions you should take when you come. Last weekend, we rented out a huge, beautiful villa out in Girardota. It's about an hour away from Medellin. We were celebrating my husband's birthday, but really it was like a family reunion. We had his mom's side and dad's side of the family coming from all over Colombia. We even had some of our best friends come in from abroad to celebrate with us. The villa that we chose had great Google reviews. It has a good looking Instagram page, a good looking TikTok page. Girardota is also supposed to be a very safe town, and we were in a community with security. We threw a big party for everyone throughout the weekend. We had salsa bands, a DJ, a big foam party.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are okay. What happened to the security? Yeah, these are the issues. So these things are really happening, and then they keep happening, and then because as humans, we learn to adapt. It's just how it is. Right now it's AI. A lot of people are popping in early. In the coming year, maybe sorry, in the coming decade, it might be. It's already robotics. So let's say like robotics for
And
biotech
honestly, it was an
for
amazing
human
weekend that we got to
generation.
spend with our
Who will
family
do that?
and
Who will
friends.
adapt?
But unfortunately,
That's just one thing about the human race.
it ended on a very bad note.
So this person will most likely go back, obviously. And then she
We
said
woke up the morning
that
that
she
we were
married a
supposed to check
Colombian.
out, realizing that we had been robbed. This is what we woke up to.
I've been hearing some horrible stories yesterday, and if I wasn't a very objective person, I probably would have been scared then. And you want to let me what is this? I keep getting some weird messages on my phone. But trying to send it in. I did have a chat with someone yesterday, one of our case studies. Mm, yeah, that's the problem I have with using Dexter for these apps. All right, so I'm just gonna wait for this to load up, and then I'll go ahead and send her a message. Thank you.